Hello, hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. We're back, baby! Happy New Year.
Technically, Friday was. It's fine.
It's fine.
doing better.
It's 2025.
Doing drive.
That's exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited for 2025 and the chaos that will inevitably come from me this year. But before we get into that, announcements, other shows on the channel. Tomorrow night, the Sprout stream with a very special guest, the most competent Final Fantasy XIV player of us all. We have Sarah joining us tomorrow night for the Sprout stream. It's going to be great. We're going to do some coils of Bahamut. We're going to do some towers.
Maybe some hard dungeons.
I think the only one we have left to do is hard stone Veil.
The stone one?
Yeah, Stone Vigil. And yeah, so we're going to be doing that tomorrow night for some good times. On that stream, I'm going to be talking about how to play a dancer in Pathfinder 2e because I figured out how to do it. And when you do it, it's great because you can be the damage output if you have one good turn of rolls. I'm not saying critting. This is just the baseline if your 3 attacks hit, which if you're playing the character type that you are, that's pretty common because everything's off guard and you're getting bonuses. It turns into 4d6 and 4d4 times 4. It lets you deal an immense amount of damage as a dancer, and I'm very excited to share that build. And it's PFS legal, so you can build it in Pathfinder Society.
I'm
Is
playing
it
a
based-
bard who happens to be a dancer. She doesn't do damage output. She just jingles and inspires. people.
Jingle jangles.
Jingle,
And
jangle.
and low key I've realized that low key Marcel gets in on the shenanigans, but like in a I'm not causing any problems. We'll still take the token. I'm not causing any problems.
That's Marcel's whole bit. Is I'm not the progenitor of any of your problems. I'm just here. What would I know about any of that? Meanwhile, she's doing war crimes.
Yeah, I was like, what's the war crime count on that party?
Committing to political intrigue.
Just actively investing in like war profiteering.
Hey, I'm creating all of the war machines, so like I don't know what you got.
Exactly. And roping teenagers into doing the mechanics for it. I swear to God, if you were to ask her, she would tell you genuinely that she thinks she's doing a good thing and mean it.
Job creator.
Huh?
A job creator.
An innovator.
Exactly. She's just helping people.
A inventor.
And through helping
some may
other
say.
people, she has helped herself, and that's how the world
Well,
works. Is
Yeah.
that when you help others, you're helping yourself as well. That's her life philosophy, and it's working? Question mark.
The great
now.
chain of industry. We all have our hands upon the chain.
But then on Wednesday night, we have Wild Ambition.
Yeehaw.
Chains of Light in that one. Now with Merle. Now with 100% more Merle.
How you
Merle is
feeling about that,
100%
McKenna?
more
Merle
sad.
wants someone to call his mom. Mom, come pick me up.
I gave McKenna a Christmas gift in the form of a pet owl, and now she's sad.
That's not how that happened.
Well then.
Mischaracterization.
Poor Nimbus. That girl just cannot catch a break.
Then on Thursday night, we're off. If you're in Winnipeg, PFS Doom of Casamore at Amusing Games. We're doing low-level scenarios. After I run this one, I will have run all of the year 1 PFS scenarios. I will have completed season 1, 100%. Only 2 TPKs. Then on Friday, the Astral Calling. Speaking of TPKs, join us this week for a
Wait,
good
What
time.
do you mean?
The Fallout.
What do you mean?
What?
You say that
I-
again.
What? I
Say it
What?
again.
I said nothing.
I didn't hear it.
I'll have you know Cypress is immortal. I'd just come back again as Cypress. Like the Dread Pirate Roberts. It'll just be another Cypress from the ship.
I love them.
We're learning so much lore.
But
We
speaking
are.
of TPK, is Astro calling? Yeah, come watch Eevee fall apart.
You've heard of gay panic, but get ready for panic.
Hold on. McKenna, can Eevee fall apart, or would it be mitosis because she's a slime?
She'd
So,
just go back in
mitosis
her
is technically the
Tupperware
process
again.
of making
Well, that's
more
not falling
cells.
apart
This would
then.
be cellular degeneration.
Oh,
No,
on
that's what
a
Darius did to
macro
EVB.
level. Kind
No,
of.
that was
Darius banished
that was
EVB.
diffusion technically.
The same mind in chat.
Yeah,
Same minds
Eevee's
in
gonna
chat.
process that.
Well, you
on
guys don't
Friday.
You guys might not actually know what happened. Like Darius, like, spell, and then pop.
Pop goes the
Mm.
Eevee. Then on Saturday,
He's tried casting banishment before, though, has he not?
Not in that fight,
Not in that fight, but before in front of the characters. So we would know what that is.
potentially, if you were looking.
then on
Anyway.
Saturday, the Tabletop Bros. Will, Matt, Chad, Calf, will we finally play Charterstone again? Join us this week and find out.
Depends on
Um,
if anyone really wants to play Rivals.
I feel so bad because I know that Chad doesn't love games like that.
He seems to have fun with it.
Then on Sunday we have Cozy Co-op. But McKenna, do you know what is the opposite of cozy?
Panic?
Yes, and do you know what a great way to cause panic is in your friends?
I don't know. Maybe send the soul of their character's girlfriend into another time.
So tonight, at some point in the coming future, chat, I'm announcing it now. Get ready for Social Deduction Game Night. Join the
Among Us.
join the cast Tabletop Rolls as we play a variety of social deduction games together. See Matt gaslight people, see Will get murdered by Shy, and see
Don't know if I remember agreeing to participate in this.
Welcome to my world.
I told Will the Data Fang, Matt, and he and I should do the roulette game, the shotgun roulette, and just blast each other in the face with shotguns, and that'll be fun. Look it up. It's actually a really fun strategy game.
Yeah, so that's going to be a fun little Tabletop Rolls night. Mainly because it's been a couple of years since we've played, and I have a feeling the algorithm's going to be pushing it again soon. So there's that. Matt,
That's me. Or is
because the Critical Role collaboration comes out in a couple of months. Matt.
Oh, I thought you were talking about bird flu.
Oh well, yeah, that too.
it? I thought you were talking about.
Oh
the
geez, I
facts.
forgot about
Yeah,
that.
never
Oh no. Matt, take a wheel. Also,
I'm
Matt,
just-
when's your YouTube video going to be done?
I am I'm hoping to record it. I have a long weekend coming up, so I'm gonna hopefully have the lines done by that. Record it on the weekend. I have a long weekend, just a long.
Oh, okay.
weekend.
I was about to be like, when do we?
I
have
had to
a
use
stat?
up my 3 remaining vacation days before February 5th.
Mm,
So I'm taking
I get
a
that.
3-day weekend and a 4-day weekend this month.
it's vacation days.
Nice.
What was I going to say? Welcome back, everyone. Tonight, we're playing the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And to join me in this journey into strange and distant worlds, or possibly very close and small ones, is what I'm calling the Best and the Brightest. Wish I had thought of that name probably like a year and a half ago, but whatever. And ifs and buts, or candy and nuts, whatever.
That's cute.
And because McKenna gave me the funniest reaction to that, please introduce yourself.
As you said, butts.
What if butts were nuts, Matthew? What if?
What if?
Oh wait, no, no
Move
On
on.
that note, hi everyone. I'm McKenna Ray Tynan. What a way to start the new year. New year, very much the same me. And I will be playing Avi, our Nyctera witch. And maybe coming soon, her familiar Agate back amongst the world of the animate.
Among Us,
What's to
perhaps?
say?
Among Us? Among
Sus.
Us?
Pretty sus. And for the special question today, if you could have a lifetime supply of a candy, what would it be? I may have asked you this already.
You
You
may
haven't,
have.
you haven't done candy yet.
Okay.
There are these jawbreakers that they sell that they used to sell at the Dollar Tree that I have not been able to find in years. I could suck on a single one of them for like 20 minutes before it. Stop it, William. You shut your whore little smirk. You put it away.
I remember you telling me
You
this
let
story.
me enjoy my candy in peace.
I remember you telling me this story.
It was not what that smile meant. Anyway, I just like them. They last forever, and I wish I could find them because I have not been able. I did manage to find them earlier this year in a candy store in Chicago, but they were being sold by the pound, which because they were, solid sugar was rather expensive.
Well, this Chicago.
And I miss being able to get a whole bag of them at the Dollar Tree. Chicago itself is not all that expensive, at least not compared to LA. But anyway, if I could find those jawbreakers again, they were all like multicolors. There was a cherry one, a grape one, a lime one, and an orange one, and a lemon one. There were 5 different flavors.
If you can tell me what the
Distinct
brand is,
flavors.
I can look at the Canadian Dollar Tree and see if we have it.
They were literally just called jawbreakers.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
No,
Dollar
it's
Tree.
not. They've been difficult to find. That's what
Dollar
I would want a
Tree.
lifetime supply of. I probably wouldn't even need that many of them to create a lifetime supply because they last so long.
And moving on from that interesting question, we're going to go to Will. Please introduce yourself, your character, and because I like to keep you on your toes, tell me what dried food you'd want a lifetime supply of.
Hello.
You don't get candy.
My name is Will, also known as Tabletop Rolls here on the internet. And tonight I'm playing Igora, Gama, and Choco, the Lost but Fleeting. For my lovely bit of infinite dried food, I would like to have infinite Wagyu beef jerky.
The fact
So
they
resale
actually
value?
make Wagyu
Sure.
jerky?
They sure do.
Oh, that seems almost kind of sacrilegious. Seems like a waste.
Jerky is jerky.
I guess.
Some jerky is good.
I've had some pretty good vegetarian jerky, actually. They make it here in Manitoba.
They do.
Comes in
Really?
a variety of fun flavors. I got it at a farmer's market.
Oh God, Matt! Now I'm just remembering that time we went to the Forks. And you had that very spicy dish for lunch.
Oh yeah, that was a
that was
mistake.
so good.
I like spicy. This was a mistake. But on that note, actually, it's funny you should mention that. Our dear Zozipose, please introduce yourself, your character, and if you could have one spice lifetime supply of, what would it be?
Ooh, hi everybody. I'm Zoe. I go by Zosie Pose on the internet. I'm playing our bard Ophelia and her friend Florabunda. In case you forgot, she does have a friend who lives on her hat. That's just how it goes. Okay, multi-classing druid. Let's go. And if I had a spice, unlimited of one spice, probably paprika, because I put that shit in everything. Everything. I put it on eggs. I put it in pasta. I put it in tacos. I put it in everything. I love paprika.
I've only had one bad experience with paprika in my life. Too much of it was put on some Brussels sprouts.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
I can see
Brussels
that.
sprouts.
Yeah.
They were almost crimson. I'm like, this doesn't look right.
Wait, is this King Crimson?
That's how my deviled eggs look.
This is
One
sad.
hell of an
And
egg.
with that hearty laugh, last but not least, we have Sarah. Please introduce yourself, your character, and if you could have a vegetable lifetime supply, what would it be?
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Margaret, also known as Cosmic Duty 746. I forgot the number for a second there. On Twitch and the internets. I'm playing Charlotte, the Anati Toxicologist, and probably carrots.
Really?
I would have to say I grew up as a rabbit. My go-to snacks in the house were carrots, celery, strawberries, grapes. Like I looked out for fruits and veggies as snacks. That was my thing.
Ooh, dried grapes would be good too. Sorry.
That's raisins.
Um,
Some raisins.
and if
And
anyone,
yeah, so
sorry, I was just gonna say, if anyone could think up a random lifetime supply thing for me, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Drinks.
Drinks. Oh God, this would be
or liquid.
This would be horrible for me, but I would love just to have a button I could press that would get me a blueberry milkshake whenever I wanted it.
A blueberry milkshake.
I
I don't
I
think I've
love-
ever had a blueberry milkshake.
They're very good.
with like real blueberries that you know.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try and make a blueberry marble cheesecake to bring to my office to celebrate my 7 years at the office.
Oh.
I don't
It's
know
not
why I
fair
do
that
this.
the world is so big and that we are so many time zones apart and that I cannot eat this
It's
cheesecake.
it's a really neat thing to make the blueberry swirl because you just make a normal cheesecake, but then before it solidifies, you just pour blueberry like syrup and then just take like a stick and swirl it around so it gives it a marbling texture. It's really cool. But anyway, that brings an end to our introductions. Yes, you're right, Crazy. Why don't we go ahead and roll that intro and get started with tonight's adventure?
It's time to get things started.
It's confusing.
And we're back.
When last we left the best and the brightest, if one can imagine a world of tiny, tiny, tiny creatures on a vast table, hunting for the torn asunder shards of a shadow of a educator. Basically, we got Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and we're having to transverse an entire landscape that one of you could probably sweep off of a table when you were proper size. But now you're having to contend with the likes of ant queens and their royal guards living in a castle on a rotting gourd. But thanks to the spell that McKenna has that I really dislike because of how long it takes us to do things, you guys managed to kill the ant queen before she got a turn, which in a way was good because that was going to take a while.
There's a castle on the gourd.
Oh boy.
But it came at a cost, didn't it? Didn't it, Ophelia?
Ophelia
Didn't it?
will remember that.
Didn't it? Yeah,
I
Avi just
forgot
looked at
about
the
that.
little.
Did it?
You see some words on her screen.
Little butterfly in the
front of
corner
her
of the
face.
screen.
If any of us were going to be the Deadpool of Galeria,
Remember,
it would be
people.
Ophelia.
Choices affect the future.
I mean, listen, it would make sense. Her mask that she made at the school was a butterfly. So
Can't tell if this is an Until Dawn reference. Anyway, okay. So yeah, you guys have not only managed to get one piece of Corriday's shadow from off the flagpole that was being used as like banners by their Ant Queen, you managed to get your fellow school chums' shadows back. So once you get back to proper size, you can like, I don't know, stitch those on Peter Pan style, and maybe they'll go back to normal. But you guys are now left with an interesting choice, which I'm gonna maybe lean you. You look around, and to the east is kind of the bubbling like large lake of poison slash acid that looks a little intimidating. But to the west seems to be a large pot of what appears to be maybe ashes, but you also see another little campfire like thing up in the air, which seems to imply maybe a camp to you guys. And you did hear about possibly some merchant beetles who might have one of the shadows.
Y'all want to Mad Max this next?
More bugs. Okay.
I mean, you can't really escape that on this table.
No, but we're small and bugs are plentiful. I should know.
Do we wanna go inside the castle and check it out?
Papaya?
There might be stuff in there. Also, is everyone okay? Or do
Oh.
we need a rest?
That's a great question. I
Yeah,
don't
some of us
know.
got hurt.
Oh, yeah. Those
Hey,
bugs were a little bit
I
bigger than
fully
I
patched
thought they were
everyone
going
up.
to be.
Subtitles:
Did-
bombastic side eye.
They were a little bit bigger than I thought they were going to be. Is everyone
Did we
okay?
I've got a well, relatively, I've got what you would refer to as 181 out of 217. So I can't actually say if that was what it was before or
Hmm.
Igor spends
I have
30
no
minutes
memory.
and gets everyone back to full.
also I don't have any components, so I'm going to be picking at everything on the ground.
Would you want to just try and carve bits out of the side of the gourd castle, or do you want
Yes.
to venture into the kind of gooey, rotten swamp for possibly more fermented ingredients?
Oh, gooey and rotten are kind of up my alley as opposed to papaya.
Oh, the
Oh, I just wanna
And
make
those
sure.
are mushrooms sticking out of the gooey stuff. I mean,
But actually, on that note, which map are you guys seeing? The
The
overworld.
gourd.
we're back in the Protea Pavilion.
All right, you're lying. You're lying.
No, we're not.
I'm lying.
Oh, well.
ah, what happened?
What?
Well,
We're on a table in front of a papaya.
All right, hold
there
on.
we
Okay.
go.
Did that on purpose?
Now we're
Did
back
you
in
do
front
that
of
on
the
purpose?
papaya.
No, I feel like someone else did that. I think
just
Will
did that.
did that.
Will, are you being
All I
No,
can
no.
tell you is we're next to a skull and in front of a papaya.
Of course.
Will, have you been gaslighting me this entire time doing this?
What have you?
What the entire time?
Just this last time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was about to say that's
the
fun.
time?
What?
Where are my thumb
Jesus.
screws? Damn it, they're back in the bedroom.
Why are they in the bed? I don't want to know.
I don't
I
want to know.
don't want to know.
Don't
To be
tell
fair-
us that. It's fine.
No, actually, that's just because that's where my bin of little oddities is. I don't have a lot of desk space out here, honestly.
That's
That's
yes.
fair.
As someone who also has several little bins of
Kenna.
oddities, Sarah's seen my room, and my desk is this big.
Yay big. Girl, we
Like-
gotta get you a proper desk.
I'm working on it. I keep messaging people on Facebook Marketplace, and they keep not getting back to me.
If you find something that's like relatively, if it's old or something, I renovated my whole desk. I'll renovate and I'll like redo
Really?
one. Yeah, that purple
I-
one that I have, I did that myself.
That's a dangerous thing to tell me because I've been really wanting to pick up a roll top desk, so that Kachio can't knock shit off of my desk. And I talked to my dad, and I was like, "Would you help me with this?" And he's like, "That's going to be a hell of a task." No. I was like, "If I can find a wood one and paint it, would you help me with that?" And he was like, "Please don't. Please don't do that." So that's
yeah,
that
it's
is
not
my warning to
impossible.
you.
I could do that. I could do it. It would take a month or two, but
no.
Have
Crystal-
got you.
Crystal
Just
Calf
already-
being the crystal goat.
Oh, I want some fries.
Okay,
God, I
that
haven't had
was funny.
fries in so long.
If it's any consolation, those are what? In-N-Out fries?
I have no context. I've never had In-N-Out.
Did he make the burger?
They're just like regular. I think they're like rally sprays, and like in the bag. We make them in the air fryer.
Oh yeah, air fried.
Air fryer.
I air fry tater
Wow, so
tots
he
all the
made
time.
burgers?
Mhm.
Wow. Oh my god. I thought he had just like gotten them and brought them back for you. Oh, what a man.
Calf the goat. Calf is the goat.
What a
Crystal
man.
goat.
What a man, what a man, what a man.
Now he's
Okay.
over there in the kitchen banging pots and pans together. That's what it sounds like.
Suddenly I want to
He's
have
like,
an
I
emote
made
of
the
a
meal
crystal
and now I
goat.
gotta clean it up again.
Aw.
Anyway,
Anyway.
you guys heal up. Sarah, I'm just gonna say, just from stuff on the ground, unless you really want to really wade out into the goop and the rot, you can probably gather materials just sitting on the ground.
Okay. I usually can get by with anything. And this is like a very, to me, looking at this table has ample components all over the place.
But there is nothing inside the gourd that we no longer need
No.
to.
The ants you saw didn't really seem to wield anything, and I think you guys, I think I told you guys what loot you did find, like the staff. Yes, it was the staff holding the
Yes.
shadows,
Mm-hmm.
the staff of the Magi, I think.
Yeah, we have
Um,
some shadows.
So you guys, you finish up, gather some stuff, you heal up, and you all sort of like break camp, get ready to head over to the Ash Desert, as it's called in the text. As you get up, Charlotte, for a second, you kind of stare off into the goop just a little bit as you just kind of stand up, and you maybe take one kind of like exploratory little step towards it, and you feel a soft kind of spongy hand on your arm, and you look down, and Endures in Darkness is looking at you with sort of concern, and then he glances over deep into the lake of the goop and the rot, and he's like, best not to disturb the surface.
Oh.
He just kind
Don't
of
disturb the water.
he stares at into the depths of it kind of notably and just sort of backs away and starts making his way following everyone else.
Yeah, I'm back with that. I take a couple steps back. Do. Like I'm
You
not. I trust Endur's mushroomy senses.
You go over with a brick in their hand. Puts it back.
As you guys
What are
head
you
out,
pipping with a stone? Stop throwing that in the water.
that's exactly the scene I was referencing. As you guys head, I'll just tell you, you guys actually were very lucky in a way. There was a horrifying monster blended in with the muck and the rot that would have bled encounters if you had stepped into that to get up to the Ant Queen, but you did all range stuff without actually moving, so that fight could have been a
There you
lot
go.
worse.
Oh, for real? Dang. I thought we were bleeding everything to begin with.
That is a little bit.
Seriously.
No,
would've-
just bleeding.
It would have bled like two in a way, but you killed the Ant Queen on the first round. So even the other count was like, oh, the queen is dead, and they ran
Yeah.
around like collective chickens with their heads cut off.
And unfortunately, Ophelia knows none of this, so she cannot appreciate it.
I've actually now had to cut out things from this rest of this chapter because you went for the Ant Queen first. There are no more ant patrols.
Yay! Subverting.
That was
No
why
more
Igura
ant
brought it up,
patrols?
though. So
That is, yeah.
thank goodness.
You have shattered the stability of the Ant
Listen,
Empire.
I
Its
figure
economy is in
Yes.
shambles.
just like when dealing with the Garleans, if you take out their leadership, you don't have to deal with the random patrols running around everywhere. It just
Oh.
works.
It's the evil empire in Final Fantasy.
You don't say.
So half the call gets that, so I'm in the clear.
I look inside a bag labeled Garleans, and it just wouldn't sound like, oh, that's just fascism. Okay.
Garl, a fashion.
Garlean.
I mean, there's infinite Garls out there.
Oh God, evil
Garlean
Garl,
Garl.
evil Garl in Art Deco. Oh,
I'll have you guys know that at the start of the
Just-
campaign, unfortunately, Art Deco Garl is dead.
Spoilers.
Oh,
And
Spoilers?
spoilers, you're gonna have to solve her murder.
Art Deco.
I'm so sad you're telling us this now instead of letting it hit us. I'm going to have to keep this a secret.
We have like a year
I can
until
still
we,
catch-
we have like
Another
a
month.
year before we get to the campaign. It's
You've
not
kind
given
a
of
us a
year.
Moira Mist.
Theodore standing with a knife in his paws.
But-
I don't know. I couldn't figure it. I wouldn't know, would I?
I'm not telling you everything though.
it can only
Also,
be-
I'm gonna catch you with it unawares. Someone will be telling you something, and then you realize, wait, no.
me with my
Literally just
barbarian.
fish
There can
though.
only be one.
Oh, but you're a fish that will swim to far, far places.
Do I
Such
just-
plans I have for you, McKenna.
McKenna,
Such
do you know what I just
plans.
realized?
I
Are
like
you the fish out of water trope?
I think, and I have decided I'm going to name her Maisie. She has Disney princess aspirations, but she's also kind of a horrible trash monster.
Part
So-
of their trash.
Like she
Part of their
wants a
trash.
family, she wants to be a part of their world, but also she's literally like a sewer alligator. That like a Disney princess if they were just kind of horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quickly,
Well,
McKenna, do you know the bit
Isn't
from
that
The
just
Grinch
the
That
Black
Stole
Hole?
Christmas when he gets the smile that just curls up into the sides of his face? Picture me
You
doing
wear
that
that
right now.
face so well, Matthew.
You have no idea the things you just unintentionally stepped on. It's wonderful.
Like she just wants what she wants from this world is so wholesome, in spite of the little life that she has led. um
But enough about future campaigns.
but enough about future campaigns. We have this campaign
All right.
first.
You guys make your way across the space between the Gourd Castle and the Ash Desert. Anyone who wants can give me a perception check to try and, scope out your surroundings as you're traveling.
All right, I can do that.
Ophelia with 36.
Oh, I have to reorient. Hold on. There we
Oh
go.
my, Igra.
That's very nice.
That's
Hmm.
34.
Igara, you are kind of just absentmindedly glancing around as you're walking, just keeping an eye out for possible ambushes or what have you, and you sort of see something that looks like just sort of like a shape of like I don't know, a structure in the distance, but then you have to do a sort of double take because you realize it moved, and then the one next to it moved, and you realize you're seeing like far in the distance two big kind of silhouettes that almost seem like they're hitting each other. And as you stare there, you realize faint vibrations in the ground are synced up with the movements of these things.
Wow.
Hmm.
And then they sort of like fade into the non-rendered distance.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep walking.
What the what?
Okay.
You guys also find one
Keep
copper
walking.
coin that's like the size of a boat.
Oh wow.
Oh,
You're standing on a
wow.
penny.
Hey Charlotte, can you turn this into something?
Probably, but
It's pretty big.
it's might be difficult. It'd be easier if it were in sections, but I'd have
Right,
to get
well.
superheated metal to bend it, so probably not.
Where would you all like to go next? Copper for your thoughts?
Silence echoes
Pretty
across
good
the table.
joke.
All right, you
Anyway,
guys arrive at some block text.
lock text.
A huge tortoiseshell bowl overfull with ash has broken, creating a large spill that forms a ridge leading up to the bowl and the sprawling ash desert within. An enormous incense stick stretches into the sky, smoking at its top and occasionally shedding sparks that fall from the sky like enormous meteors and explode in brilliant fireballs. A shallow clay saucer of water with a wide lip shelters several tents beneath its rim. Beetles as large as ponies move along the ridge and between the tents. The small community shows signs of having been under attack. The saucer is cracked in a few places, and some of the tents are scorched. Teams of beetles roll smoldering boulders away from the tents and into the desert. Um, Anyone who looks at the desert, please give me a perception check real quick.
Okay, okay.
Bugs. Great. Love bugs.
More bugs. Also, I would like to perceive that generally, I don't think that's actually good incense. Good incense doesn't crackle, it just slowly burns and
That's-
ash falls.
Charlotte, as you're perceiving this with your perception of 40, something kind of odd happens. You look from like the little collection of tents around the water bowl, and the beetles doing their thing, and you turn towards the larger tortoiseshell pot that's broken and the ashes spilled out of. And when you look into like the pot, it almost the landscape almost seems to like stretch. Like the area inside the bowl where all the ashes spilled from, when you start to perceive it, you realize somehow it's bigger. Like the space inside the bowl is vaster than it should be. Like there's
Huh.
a desert, like a whole big ass desert, is somehow being contained
Mirage.
within this bowl that's not that big.
Mirage.
Maybe. Or it could be magic. Magic. All right,
They
I'm
should
done.
really clean out their ashes from the incense bowls.
Yeah.
Be cleaner that way. Actually, generally speaking, you use sand in general anyway. Sorry, I'm off topic here. What were you talking about? Oh yeah, beetles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Go-
this bowl is really big and vast like a desert. Anybody else seeing that, or is it just me? It could be because I have 4 eyes. That
no,
might
that's-
also be the case.
That's what it looks like to us too.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's not me. I mean, it could still be me, but also, I'm glad it's not just
Oh,
me.
if it's psychosis, it's a shared one, Char.
Yay.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Hooray.
We're all crazy together.
We're all a little mad here. What would you guys like to do?
Question.
Yes.
Oh, I said that's a good question.
Oh.
The
I don't-
beetles are carting things to the sand or from
No, they-
this?
They are rolling boulders that seem to be slightly smoldering away from the tents and away from the bowl into the desert.
Hmm.
You get the impression that maybe these are the things that have fallen from the burning stick of incense that have damaged things, and they're like, we need to get these out of here. They are a literal hazard to this camp.
They really said we're going to build our city on a fault line, eh?
I don't
Shut
know
up.
why anyone would do that.
Shut up.
Weren't we told that they're traveling merchants, though? So,
It does seem like the camp is not a very permanent thing. They just seem to have pitched their tents around the bowl because the smaller bowl has water in it.
Maybe we get some info from them? Maybe we extend a friendly hand of friendship towards the insect exoskeleton?
I mean,
Shall
they were
I?
attacked by ants and we just killed them, so.
Shall
They
I
are-
announce us?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
You were so excited to use that feature.
I love this spell so much.
You love it.
Bullhorn is the best spell that they added to this game. It's fun. Igara will project and will say, greetings, beetle merchants. We are now being approached by the great and illustrious and wealthy lore speaker team, the best and the brightest. There we go, that one. We come in peace, and we just dealt with some ants, so there's no more ant patrols. I don't know if they're bugging you, but you're welcome.
Actually, you know what?
Don't say the B word.
Actually, Will, because you used the party name that I made up, you get a hero point.
Ooh.
It's fine. Chat doesn't give them to me, so it's okay.
Chat gives us equal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I
announced-
can see all the. I have log. I will publish the stats next year. I have
Oh,
logs.
leave it
That's
be.
kind of hilarious.
You see this announcement does cause a bunch of heads sort of to turn in your direction, and quickly, a few of the beetles kind of scuttle towards one beetle who has a kind of almost like a little fez kind of hat on their head, and they seem to have a very hurried conversation. And one beetle, flanked by one carrying what appears to be like a pitcher of water and a little tray of glasses accompanying them, and they approach you. And this beetle, it is a flower beetle. Its shell is decorated with beautiful symbols and graceful lines of colors. Though they do seem to have a bit of a nervous tick. Their wings kind of flutter a little bit every now and then.
They're beetles, Matt, not ticks.
He gave you that hero point. He could easily
I
give
know.
it away.
On this, the day of my bug's wedding, and you do this.
Okay. Yeah, no, if a villain point comes in, I would not be surprised.
A beetle approaches you. Hello, my friends. Greetings. My name is Rukia. Welcome to Elytra, our wonderful camp. You have come at an interesting time for our people, but please come in. We are always welcome to happy to welcome guests. May I have some water? It is cool, fresh, and clean. You seem to have likely been traveling for some time.
Do y'all want any help cleaning up?
Oh, that would be very kind of you. We do mostly have things intact. Though I must ask. You said something about the ants.
Yeah, we did a regicide.
Oh, well, I don't like to get involved in politics, but must say you have done us a bit of a favor there. You have. We had some big commander ant throwing his weight around just a little while ago, making some sort of big fuss about he wanted a shadow or something for his queen. He went into a bunch of lurid details about their queen that I really do not care to repeat.
Do you guys have a shadow here?
That is a complicated question.
Okay.
Perhaps you should come and sit and have some water, and we will discuss this. Come. And Rukia kind of ushers you to the camp, and a bunch of small little beetles kind of rush around, bring you like colorful pillows to sit on, and bring you a nice cup
how
of
nice.
cool and clean water.
Reminds
And-
me a little bit of home, actually.
So basically, they start to tell you that they are under a bit of a situation here. There is a entity out in the deep desert known as Uncle Cinder. He's kind of an unstable blowhard, but he's very dangerous and he has a lot of firepower, like literally. And he actually is the one currently with the shadow. He has been walking around the desert wearing it almost like a cape. And since he has had the shadow, he seemed to have been acting even more erratic before. Like in the night, they have sometimes heard him seemingly out in the desert arguing with someone in the middle of the night. Their voices loud enough to carry across the desert. And sometimes he comes by and throws like a tantrum and like throws fireballs at the camp and everything and makes a mess. And sometimes he'll just come and demand that people dance for him. And then someday he'll just come and sit and then leave. We were almost thinking of leaving. We're just worried that we wouldn't be able to find such a great source of water anywhere else. So they've kind of tried to tough things out here for a little while. They usually would be more than happy to try and sell you some things, but considering how unstable their situation is, until the situation with Uncle Cinder is finished, they're maybe going to hold on to their goods in case they need them.
Okay.
But
So you want us to kill him for you?
oh,
What I'm hearing.
I mean, we are not a violent people. I'm sorry, we didn't mean to suggest that. We were mostly just sort of hoping out loud that something would happen and he would leave maybe. He seemed so erratic. Maybe one day he'd shoot up into the sky like some sort of reverse meteor. We would have a good laugh at that.
There's
Um,
meteor.
Yeah, shooting up instead of down.
I'm good at regular meteors.
Well, if you were to undertake this task, we would certainly be more than happy to reward you upon completion of it. But we do warn you that the desert is a lot bigger than you would think looking at it. It could be you could be searching for days before you find him. Unless, and he kind of grows thoughtful for a moment, he points to something a little outside the camp, and you guys see like a weird, large, almost kind of like boxy shape sticking out of some of the ash. So we have found recently, but half buried in the sand, what appears to be a chest of possible treasures, and we haven't managed to get everything out of it, but it's very possible that hold on, let me see this. There is materials inside that we could fashion for you, or with your assistance, what we call a sand sailor. Sort of a sand or ash traversing boat, using the power of wind and sled kind of things. It would cut your trip down by days, I imagine, rather than having to, leg it through the sands. Yes.
Well, that sounds fun.
Seems like it would be right up Charlotte's alley.
Oh, are you of a crafty persuasion?
You could say that.
Delightful,
Kind of a
delightful.
hobby.
Very humble.
Sips tea.
Mm. Quite, as we partake in the drink.
We are more than happy to perhaps help look at the box now, or if you would want to maybe rest before going out in the morning. I'm not sure if you're on a sort of timetable.
I mean, a little bit, so why waste time? Let's go look.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head out to the edge of the camp, and upon reaching this kind of half-buried box, everyone give me a perception check real quick.
It just says Marlboro on the side.
Ooh, 18.
Oh, Ophelia.
Oh, let's
go.
go. Plus 30.
Ugh.
So, Ophelia,
No,
you look at this
47.
thing. Oh, and yeah, wonderful roll from Avi Avi as well. Avi Avi, you will know immediately what it is, but I'm going to just anecdote this for Ophelia a little bit. Ophelia, at one point, after one of your shows, a very appreciative fan presented you with some gifts. Amongst them was a wonderful lacquered snuff box. And you realize this is not the same box, but a very similar box. This is just to you guys right now, giant snuff box. Half submerged in ash. And you realize the lumber that they have been pulling out to try and help build this sand sailor are matches. And the paper is rollable paper.
So when did we meet Uncle Cinder, you said?
That is what he calls himself, yes?
And he throws fireballs, you said?
Among other things, sometimes just rocks.
I'd imagine it's only if he's angry with us.
Wouldn't this sand sailor go up in flames very quickly?
It is made of wood, yes. I would not, sail it at him, but it'll at least help you get across the desert much quicker. It's a difference between possibly like a week and a day.
Oh, well, let's do it in a day.
I suppose we can keep it safe so we're not stranded out there in the middle of nowhere.
All right. Who wants to kind of walk up and help assist with the construction of the sand sailor?
I guess I'll help.
All right, I'm going to move us to the map for this.
I offered moral support.
Thanks. Tanks.
If I was playing a fungus slushy, it would be morale support.
Moral.
Stupid.
Hi, Diglett. You
All
came
right.
at a very inopportune time.
All right, as
I know, but I'm sorry.
Charlotte approaches the snuff box, the ash around it begins to stir.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And
I haven't even done anything.
exactly. A sudden hissing sound heralds the arrival of several smoldering, kind of almost stick figures as they burst from the sand. And I'm going to.
Bugs. Always the stick bugs.
Not bugs, these are bipedal figures of
Ooh.
ash and fiery veins.
These are cool looking.
Like burnt
And-
matches.
They're called Marmors.
Marlboro, got
Did
it.
you just make that up?
No, it's actually, that's what they're called, Marmors.
Oh,
2 R's,
Marmor.
though. And we're going to have
Don't
to roll
smoke
attention because these things just start to cackle and they just have a look like, I'm going to chuck fire at your face. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
great.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no,
Oh, Mr. Superman not here.
no. No. No.
No. All right. Just going to make this easier for all of us.
48 on initiative.
ooh. That's fun.
Initiative. Yeah.
Initiative.
Let's see if that actually goes
Yeah,
up on the
why
turn
not?
order.
Initiative. It's fun.
Oh, hold on, guys. Remember what you rolled.
Uh-oh.
I didn't remove the last one, so
Uh-oh.
roll again, but we'll manually enter what you rolled. So
48.
Oh. Well.
48. Oh, no, 48.
I also got a 48 the last time, but I rolled a 47 this time, so I wasn't too far off.
We can change it.
20.
Yep, the only one you'll ever roll ever again.
Oof.
God
Mean.
Damn.
McKenna's been going for the throat a lot in the last little while.
I
It's
didn't do it
fine.
on purpose.
You declared me the patron saint of something very specific, and I thought, goodness, you just say it out loud.
That was in a private group chat. I'd never say that on stream.
All right. Oh, and I can't forget Endures in Darkness.
Unless you want me to say it on stream, it was funny.
You can do whatever you want. I'm not here to police you.
No, I kid.
Ugh, the police.
Strangely enough,
Oh,
Yes,
God.
this is the second time I've been in a desert-like area in a Pathfinder game where we have a sand sort of ship.
That's true.
Here's 2 nickels.
It's
We just did this
weird.
in Gerudo Valley a couple weeks ago.
All right, so we begin with
Arm.
Ophelia, and Avi Avi will be up next.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, because I should have a 35.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you should.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to have a 48.
All right.
I'm also supposed to have a 48.
I already
Okay.
changed mine.
Fine. Thank you. We'll just. All right, Charlotte, then Avi Avi. Actually, hold. Which one of you has a higher +2 dex?
Almost certainly Charlotte. Mine is 19.
Mine's
So
20.
+4. Yeah.
Okay. So Charlotte, yeah, Charlotte is going first. Charlotte, and then Avi Avi, then a Marmora. Oh, hydraulic. Oh, this might be interesting. Hydraulic.
The water trait.
Yes, it does. All right.
Oh,
Look, somebody's
smart.
thinking with their avatar state.
Sarah's so smart.
All right. Let's see.
So range is 60 feet, one creature. So definitely the one that's directly in frickin' front of me.
All right, 30.
I feel like Charlotte just goes, ah!
That will hit. These things are not as tough as some of the things you guys have fought recently. There's just more of them. So that will be 10 bludgeoning damage.
And then knock 5 feet because of success.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's not critical.
So 10 feet, you said?
5 feet.
5 feet on a
Okay.
success.
He's gonna take.
Apologize for that sound interruption. That could not have been pleasant for people who did not have their head.
You know what? I'm going to
Didn't hear
rule.
anything.
I'm going to rule something here. They take the full damage because this has the water trait.
Yay!
Oh.
Yippee!
Oh, sorry.
No! Go away! I immediately say and then go, ah!
All right.
This way. I'm like,
Okay. Yeah, that was 2 actions. You have an action left.
like, leave me alone!
That's fair.
Like,
All right. Then we move on to Avi Avi, and then a Marmora is up.
I think I can get basically everyone if I move.
The beetles have also scampered away very quickly. They're scared of these things.
Let's see, if I move right here,
Oh my.
I think I can just squeeze and get everyone.
Except yellow.
I
Unless
could
it's a cone.
see. Oh, I can't see people from there. That's unfortunate.
Well, I'll say this. If you do that line that you just had up a minute ago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll get 5 of them.
That's true.
5 out of 6 ain't bad.
5 out of 6 ain't bad. Right now I'm trying to decide if I think Cone of Cold is a good idea or a bad idea.
Is
Like,
Ophelia
this
in the
going
cone
to
of cold?
What?
Is Ophelia in the cone of cold?
She shouldn't be.
Wow, Igara's thinking about it.
I'm still trying to decide, because if I put it this way with like the hard line here and then sweeping out like this, it should catch all of them and it'll either be good or they'll have resistance to it.
Is this campaign gonna end in a battle royale?
Oh no, I hope not.
Avi would have the best chance of winning.
Why?
Pure DPS.
I don't know if I
Yeah, but I feel like if Ophelia goes first, she could really mess with her.
Yeah.
Mhm. Anyway, I'm gonna try Cone of Cold just for fun. Even if I
Okay.
roll like dirt. What are
All
those
right.
rolls?
I'm going to be rolling a reflex from the closest one to the farthest one.
Yeah.
So, red first, 6 failure but not critical. Blue, failure but not critical. Green, success but not critical. Orange, failure but not critical.
Actually, again, that should be 42. I don't know why it refuses to change on any of my spells.
That's fair.
It's correct on my character sheet.
Okay.
So the only one who succeeded is the third
third
one,
one.
and the 32, the 31 does fail or
And
critically fail.
then, okay, so everyone fails except green. So that will be
And 2 critically
total-
failed.
Yeah, the last 2 critically fail.
Okay. All right. So the first. All right. So actually, we have a good split then. 2, 1, and then 2.
Mhm.
So the first 2 are going to take the full 39 cold damage.
Mhm.
All seems to go through.
Yay!
Not
Oh,
doesn't
that
seem
would
to
be
do
so
any
sad.
special damage, but it all seems to go through. Green succeeds will take 14, I guess.
Mhm.
And then orange and purple will take 78.
Take 14, you said, for the one that saved?
Yeah, 39 divided by 2.
That should be more than 14.
Matthew, that would be 28.
Ah,
Yeah.
snake.
Well,
39
Sorry.
divided by 2 ends up being
19?
19,
Yeah.
29.
Should be 19.
Yeah, 19.
Okay, I wasn't that off. 19, so
Hey,
that's just
damage
another
is
5.
damage.
No. Thank you for catching me. I'm usually good with my math. And the last two will be taking 78 because they critically failed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Noise.
Right? Yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Not bad for a 5th level spell.
No, not bad at all.
Pretty good.
Purple is going to go, and Purple is just going to cackle like a madman. Is going to raise both hands above their heads, and a tiny little bead of fire is going to appear between their two outstretched hands, and then they're just gonna towards the group of you, and
Okay.
they are going to cast 8th level Fireball,
Holy shit.
which rolled not good damage. That's an 8th. Hold on, that didn't
It
seem
rolled
right,
a
man.
2. No, it just rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ones.
Oh man, that is garbo damage rolls. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Um,
Although 66 for an 8th level fireball, it should be
There should be more. There should be
more.
another baseline fireball is 3rd level.
Yes.
yes.
So there should be another
So add
5.
another
So another
5d6.
10d6.
Another
10d6.
10d6?
Yeah, it's 2d6 per level after 3rd.
Hold on, I'm just gonna double check this. Also, I didn't program this, so this isn't my fault.
Woohoo!
All right, so
I
basic
mentioned
fireball
that I'm
level
testing
3.
Foundry out in a private game.
Hmm.
Yeah. Fireball's level 3 starts with 6d6, and it gets 2d6 more for every heightened level.
So it's another 10d6, as I said.
Whew, yep. Good job, Will.
More ones, please.
It will all be ones. There'll be 10 ones. And then Matt will
No.
ditch the stream to go to the casino. Nah.
Nope.
That's a lot of threes.
I mean,
though.
we do have a casino in town that has an aquarium, which has always interested me more than the gambling.
Wait, for real?
Well, at least they have a tunnel where you get to walk
I
through.
mean,
and
we're a
it's-
landlocked.
Like
it's
Mandalay
a
Bay.
It's a landlocked aquarium, so it's not that
So-
impressive.
I still like aquariums.
Yeah, it's
51,
so
Matt.
cool, Will.
Like the
51
Mandalay Bay,
damage.
right?
And Fireball has a spread
Okay.
of 20 feet, so I should be able to
That's
catch
fine.
everyone except Avi Avi in one blast.
Yeah.
That's yummy.
And it doesn't matter where I place it, because spoiler warning, they're immune to fire damage.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Shocking, I know.
Ah. Crazy's given
And
some
the
points
spell-
in chat.
Oh. And the spell DC is correct, so it's a DC 36 reflex. So, failure for Igora,
Not
success for
surprising.
Ophelia,
Oh, reflex. Hold on. Sorry. You said that, and my
And-
brain was like, yeah,
and remember, if anyone has
failure.
the reflex version that I don't know if any of you have this. If you succeed, you get a critical success. I don't know if any of you have that.
Hmm,
No.
That's
no
not
saves.
me.
Yeah, none of you are
I'll save
rogues, I
on the
guess.
other hand.
So anyone who
Furthest thing from.
failed takes the 51. Anyone who
I took it.
succeeds takes 25.
Ow.
Save.
Anyone who critically succeeds takes nothing.
Ooh, that's easy math. I like that. Okay.
Um, and then that was Purple who just went. Purple's just gonna run up and cough like a really impolite cigarette smoker in Charlotte's face with just like smoke coming out of their mouth, like.
Germs.
All right.
Sick.
All right. And we're
Cough
going
into
to
your
move on
elbow,
to
my
Endures in
goodness.
Darkness, who, now that I remember, I thankfully only messed up one person's for this, I think, is going to have to take a will save because they are affected by fascination of fire, perhaps.
Oh.
Mm.
It is a DC 33, so they're fine. They succeed, which means
I have questions, but
Off of being in an aura, or
they are within 30. They started their turn within 30 feet of this thing. I forgot to do it for Charlotte, but I'm remembering it now.
oh, gotcha.
I think Avi Avi might have been far enough away, but so Endures in Darkness loses any fire resistances for 1 round. which isn't much. And then Endures is just going to notice the fireball that just hit him. Oh, I forgot to do Endures for his reflex, sorry. 31, he fails, so he's going to take the full 51. I'll do that during one of your turns. He is going to scatter a little bit to avoid potentially more fireballs. And then he's going to try a cheeky little electric arc to red and blue. Yes, that should be fine.
Cheeky, cheeky. Cheeky, 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 cheeky,
If I
cheeky.
can open the right sheet, gosh darn it. Electric arc. And this will, I'm almost certainly have the wrong DC. Yes, it should be 40. So red is going to roll. Ooh, not a no critical failure. And failure, but not critical. So red's going to take 30. All seems to go through. And blue is going to take... did he succeed? No, he just failed normally. He'll take the 15. All right, that ends their turn. We move on to red, who is just going to run up and actually just start smacking Avi with their little fire claws. Claw the first, 45.
Gracious, I think that'll do it.
29 slashing,
Owie.
and 13 fire with 1 persistent fire, potentially.
Owie. Okay.
And a second attack, 35.
That I think will just no, it will not. It will miss,
Okay.
despite what my little thing at the bottom says.
All right, we move on. Igra, you are up next.
Right,
And
so
then two away, Ophelia, it'll be your turn.
when I rolled initiative,
Battle
yellow
cry.
will be subjected to battle cry.
Okay.
So we'll intimidate them. Does a 39 beat their will DC?
Yes, their will DC is only 37.
Okay, so
They don't critically fail, though.
well, I would have to critically succeed. That's critically succeed, and what is this one? Tempted intimidation, frack. Critical success. Cool. So the target is frightened 2.
Frightened 2. All right, I'll also will, because you are starting your turn within 30 feet of one of them. I
Mhm.
need you to make a will save for Fascination of Flame.
32 for me.
That is a failure. It just means you lose any fire resistance for this round.
Cool. We didn't have any anyway. Stride to here. And then 2 actions. Igra is going to cast Massacre. That DC is
Oh.
wrong. So are these creatures 17th level or lower?
Yes.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. The 60-foot line. If I do it there, it gets orange by the corner, purple, green, or else I can get just that. So I'm going to do this one to get purple, orange, green, and red. Orange is it's
Purple,
on-
orange, green, red. Yep.
Yep.
Seems legit. All right. What's the fort actual save?
My spell save DC, which is 40.
All right. We'll start with purple. Success, but not critically.
Okay.
That was a really good roll.
The creature takes
orange.
42 void damage.
Well,
So many.
We'll
take a
we'll
note of that
resolve
as
at
we'll
the
go
end,
through this.
yeah.
Yeah. Orange 40 succeeds, but
Success.
not. Green fails. Red succeeds.
All right,
Nice.
so
Damn, I rolled
green
well.
takes 100 damage.
Oof. Significant damage.
And then all the other ones take 42 damage.
Oh, they learned an important answer to a question.
And then per the tandem movement ability, when I was moving, Gamma would have moved to there.
Oh my.
And that's my turn.
All right. Okay, we move on to the next Maramar, green. Because these things are not particularly intelligent, it's going to try and cast a spell within reach of Gamma.
Oh, Okay.
Gonna make an attack, an AO.
I'm trying
30.
to. I'm going to use my hero point to reroll that too.
Okay.
A
46.
46.
That will hit, but not crit.
That's fine. That'll be 21 psionic damage. And if these are constructs, 1 additional damage.
They are not. It might surprise you what they actually are, but
I know what they are. I know what they are.
oh, do you?
Yes.
I believe you.
Hee hee.
21 damage to green, I think you said, yeah?
Yeah.
He's looking pretty hurt. But he is now going to... He's actually going to cast
Are you a problem? No, you're not.
Fire Shield.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
All right. And then that was 2 actions. Then he's going to try and attack Gunma with a claw. The claw. 31's not going to hit.
31
Will not hit.
is not going to hit.
Yes. I'm just going to find a little fire shield on that green. All right, we move on to Ophelia, who seems to possess knowledge that others do not.
I cast Summon Fae.
A Fae, what could you be summoning?
So Ophelia is going to pull from a creature that we have encountered in the past. A creature who flooded a whole area that we had to go through, and poor Benji got like pulled under the water.
Oh my
Ah!
god.
to
Another
summon-
Benji made it to the water.
A fish.
Benji.
Fish Fae.
Do we
A
remember
fish.
the
A
name of
I
it?
fish.
remember this.
A fish.
Yeah, the Grodare. He really liked stories.
Mhm. Wow, that was like 300 years ago.
What are we summoning?
Not crazy.
Trying to look this up. Grodare. Okay, yes. Are bizarre fish-like creatures native to the first world. Let's see if I can get this.
How do I spell it, Matt?
Grod air.
Yeah, Grodair. See
I
if
got
it's actually... Oh, it was in the archive? Or...
Yeah, it's in the
Oh, yeah.
game.
Oh, there's a great Grodare, too. But I think that was the NPC version. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. And I'm gonna put it.
No, this is only medium.
Well, it's not the great Grodare.
Where am I gonna put it? Where am I gonna put it? I'm gonna put it.
In Ophelia's journal, can be controlled and edited.
Reminder, chat, if you ever feel the need, as I think Zoe did earlier, we do have a pun alert emote.
I love that.
Pun
put it-
alert! Pun alert!
I'll put it
Ding,
here,
ding.
right here.
All right.
Thank
No
you.
worries,
So a fish is summoned, who then immediately begins flopping on the
The
ground. I
fish
don't know
does
if-
get 2 actions.
Yes.
Immediately?
Yeah.
Yeah, so your whole
Cool.
turn isn't spent summoning.
Thanks, summoner. You know about summoning things. I just remember creatures. I don't even,
I mean, that's half the battle.
I mean, you know. All right, cool. So single action. Let's do 2 ranged water jets.
Ooh.
And that'll be 3d6 bludgeoning.
Are you going to roll them, Zoe, or do you want me to roll them for you?
Will you roll them for me? Because you have the thing up, right?
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so Water Jet the first is only an 18. Water Jet the second is only a 21. They do only have a plus 13 to hit.
And unfortunately, yeah, only one of those was even above a 10. So unfortunately, these things are just kind of skinny, so they just kind of dodge around it. But they're suddenly aware that there's a fish doing water gun from Pokemon behind it. Grodare, use water gun. Grodare.
Grodare,
All right.
Grodare.
We're gonna move to Marmora, who doesn't like what's going on over here. Um, let's see. We've got. You know what? It's also going to raise its hands, summon a little bead of fire, and it's going to drop a fireball because I don't think. Yeah, this one hasn't gone yet, so it's going to drop a fireball right here. So everyone within 20 feet of that, which should be everyone down here. I don't think Ophelia is going to get hit, but the Grodair will. Yeah.
If only there was some sort of tool.
But Will, I don't need to. I have you.
Full tool.
I'm not saying you're a tool. I'm just saying you're better than tool.
The Grodair gets a natural 1.
Excellent. I mean, oh no! Boo!
I'm gonna roll the damage, and we've determined that this needs another 10d6.
Igor and Gamma both succeed.
It's gonna be a total of 58 fire damage for anyone who fails.
Oh, that's pathetic.
So it's 116 fire damage to the Grodair, who has
Oh,
88 hit points.
the Grodair explodes in a burst of water, 15 feet emanation.
Yes.
Now they're all
yeah,
wet.
It does. 15
It does
feet.
46 damage.
They're gonna do a reflex
You
save.
know what that gets Gamma. Do you know what would have been hilarious though? If you
What?
got Avi in that.
That would have been some payback.
That would
But
have been hilarious.
All right, blue
I don't think that far.
All of them but purple and red.
critically succeeds. Green critically succeeds. Orange succeeds but not critically, so it'll take half.
And is nope, not
And-
pushback.
Purple critically fails.
But still succeeds, so it gets a regular fail.
Okay, so that means orange and purple take the full 10.
And the one that crit failed is pushed 10 feet. Or sorry, 5 feet.
Well, actually, hold on. Actually, sorry, the second one one of them's only taking 5 damage.
Yep.
Because
And then the
Now
one
they're
that
all
took the full damage got pushed 5 feet.
Losers.
Bleh. Wait, what? No, go back. No, I need that back.
and then it's going to move up to Ophelia. We move on
No.
to another one
Damn it.
Thomas critically succeeds.
who, everyone's just almost doing a fireball except one of them because I have fireball and I just want to get a lot of you.
Orban, is that you?
Lots of fireballs.
You escaped from my Christmas cards?
Ooh, that's a little better. That's going
He's
to
saying
be
it's really like subpar whiskey.
60 damage to anyone who fails, 30 to anyone who succeeds. And it is dropping it
Now, where's the center?
here.
So you liked that one?
Yay.
That means I do need saves from Charlotte as well. Reflex.
I took my 60.
That is a
39.
success. So you only take
That's good.
30 damage.
Got it.
All right. And that was
Yeah.
yellow, who is also going to move up into Charlotte's face. Then we move on to orange, who is just going to make 3 slashes at Gamma.
Oh, you also gonna be in my face?
Actually, no, he is also going to cast Fire Shield because of combo reasons.
Combo.
Yeah, hit them
Combo
here.
breaker.
And then
I
he's going
guess
to
I'll
attack
have to go
Gamma
with-
once with a claw attack. 30, that's going to crit fail.
It super
Um,
crit fails.
All right, back to the top of the round. Charlotte, you're up. There's lots of fire
Well-
dudes in your face.
Now that they're in kind of the weirdest spot possible, can't do what I was going to do. Darn
Sorry.
it all.
No plan survives contact with the enemy.
Fine,
often
I'm
the
gonna
enemy
hit
is life.
purple. That's
Oh,
that 20 to slash him.
now, just to make you feel, just double checking something, to make you feel even better, Sarah, they actually have resistance 10 to physical, except for slashing damage.
That's swell. I need to roll a d6.
And because I'm homebrewing it, water. Ooh,
They are also now stunned 1.
okay. And that was purple?
That was purple. Yes. Oh, wait, hold on. Make a 34. Oh, okay, make a will save real quick before. Sorry.
That's
Hold
fine.
on.
32.
That fails. So it actually gets stunned 2.
Oh, dang.
Because it was a
Alright.
critical hit. So
Scholar's gamble pays off for once.
I mean, you're right. You don't have to say it.
Well, no, it's a gamble. It's a gamble.
Gamble again. Nope.
29. No.
No. Okay.
And I should note,
I
it
need
doesn't
to-
seem
if-
like any of them have AoEs yet, so you could just walk away too.
Good. That's what I'm
AOs.
doing. Going this way.
But I
Like,
lied.
Gamma!
They do take it. No, no, no.
Gamma, help!
Avi Avi, things are
Oink.
getting hot in here.
So hot, so take off all your
I wasn't gonna say that.
I'm
Keep 'em
feeling
on.
so hot. I'm gonna cast disintegrate, but only after I fly up. I'm gonna fly up maybe like 20 feet, 20 tiny
Okay.
feet.
They
Um,
pretty sure don't have any sort of reach with their claws.
that is what you just said.
Well, I also mean they can't attack 10 feet in the air because if they have like long arms or something.
Precisely. So I'm going to cast disintegrate, and hopefully it hits him. Yay! How's a 40 to hit?
That will definitely hit. On red.
Yay! Yeah, the one right in front of me.
Ooh,
being
all
red.
right. Fort save for the red.
42. Damn it.
Sorry. But still 84 damage.
Yeah.
That's a significant. Yeah, that's nearly half his health left.
Mm-hmm.
So big hit. A lot of blackened ash just scatters to the wind as you like take off like a layer of just their body. Like they look skinnier
Ew.
now.
Icky.
Cute.
Well, anyway, that's my turn.
All right, then we go to purple. I think with purple was the first one to cast fireball, so they don't have that anymore. They are going to step, and they are going to attempt to slash Gamma twice. 46.
Hits, does not crit.
25 slashing. 28 won't hit. All right, moving on. Endures in Darkness sees that poor Gamma is taking a lot of fireballs to the face. He's just going to spend one action to move just to make sure they're in range of this. And they are going to cast some healing. So
They were in range before you moved.
were they within
Yeah,
30?
it's a 30-foot range.
Well, I want to get a little closer anyway. And this is just going to be a 5th level heal. So that's going to be 5d8 plus, what is it? 40?
8 times
45.
5.
Yeah, 45. 65. Ugh, that's unfortunate ones. That's 65 health back to Igara.
That's fair.
We're going to move on to Red. Red looks up, really annoyed at Avi, kind of like looks at their hands, sees they're absolutely not long enough, but then its jaw kind of unhinges, and it's going to fire a flame jet at you.
That's not nice.
Flame jet. 40 increment range.
Yeah, 40 will do it.
18 fire damage and 3 persistent fire damage.
Yeah.
And then it's just going to do that 2 more times, potentially.
What? Oh no!
37,
Well, that misses.
23.
And then, oh no! I'm in danger.
I look at Avi, really?
Speaking of, it's Igara's turn, as he's suddenly essentially surrounded by 4 of these things.
That's perfectly fine. We are going to boost Eidolon. Boost! So that is a +2 for 6. 6. How many dice do you do now? Game. You do 3. So that's +6. So that'll be +6 to damage. And yeah. And a plus 2 to my attack roll.
My.
No, damage roll. Never mind. So it's a +6 to my attack roll. And then we are going to yellow doesn't have a flame shield. Does it? It does not. Does purple have a flame shield?
No, purple has not done
Okay,
that.
I'll
Purple is also
focus-
stunned too.
I will focus then on blue. So 39 to hit blue.
39 will hit.
Okay, so that'll be 19 plus 6, and 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 sonic damage from the first attack.
Okay.
Boom, and from my second attack, 32 will probably miss.
Yes, it will.
Cool, and that's my turn.
All right. We move on to green, who is going to attempt to slash Gamma with some claws.
Yep, you're looking for AC 40.
34 won't hit. Looks frustrated. 27. Crit fish. Nope. Ineffectually just kind of like batters at Gamma's leathery hide. Ophelia, you're up. There's a fire guy in your face, but he just did take some damage from Igora.
Excellent. We are going to put Bard Song up. We are going to make a performance roll to see if it's +1, +2, or +3. Only a 40.
I think that might still be a success. Hold on a sec. I think that might even be a critical success. You guys are at 19 right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the DC was 39, so it's a success, not a critical success.
Yippee! +2.
+2. I'm going to put a little note on the map in a color that is easy to see.
And then she is just going to start crying. This will hit all enemies within a 40-foot
And
radius.
they are living enemies. Oh, that's going to be everybody. Whew.
Excellent. Please have everybody make me a fortitude save.
All right, the DC is what?
Oh, the DC is 44.
44. Okay. I'll just start from the top and work my way down. Red fails, but not critically. Blue fails, but not
44.
critically. Actually, no, you said 44?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first one is a critical fail then.
And as the second one.
Yeah. Success, but not
No, fail.
Not normal failure.
I got you, Matt. Success, but not critical success.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. All right, so top one critically fails.
2 crit fails,
Oof, that's
2
gonna be.
regular fails, and 2 successes.
All right, so that means critical fails are taking 102 damage.
Don't forget-
Red,
53,
just
106 damage.
thank you.
And
Red
is
just
drained 4.
well, not particularly relevant because Red drops to his knees in despair and just tumbles into ash. He only had like 84 hit points left.
Okay.
Blue also critically failed. They take the 106.
And then drained 4, so 4 times their CR in addition to that.
Ooh, 4 times. Ooh. All right, looking really shaky blue. They went from pretty healthy to really quick. Sorry. It's still your turn. Green failed but not critically, so they were going to take the 53. His fire shield doesn't help them with that. And then orange
Oh, and they also take
succeeded, so only it's going to take half of that, so that'd be 25. And then
green.
yellow
Green is drained 44 as well.
Nice.
4d4 or 44?
4d4.
Okay.
4, yeah.
4AD4, not 4D4.
4d4.
4AD4.
Jesus Christ.
What are you saying?
Ah!
So
Or they're also drained 4.
they're
Okay.
drained 4. So 4
4
times the
times-
CR.
4 AD. This is a d4. I rolled it.
Okay, they're looking really hurt.
Please, for the
Then we
love of Christ,
have
stop. My
purple.
brain.
Yeah, I hear you, Sarah.
Okay.
Let's
You
see.
said the one that was after.
I'm almost done, and last one that fails is Marmora, the yellow one. So that's gonna be 100 not doubled, but it takes the full damage, so that's
And then 40.
53.
And then drain 4.
I feel like there was one that I didn't roll for.
I think I rolled for all of them. One that failed, yellow?
Was it 2 or 3 that failed? Wait, was it
3, I think.
3? Oh, okay. Let me roll them.
2, actually 1, 2, 3, 4 actually that failed. Oof, look at these D4s. Goodness
my God.
gracious. What the heck?
That's kind of insane.
It is.
What?
That's
4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
How many 44s can you roll? 44?
How many 4D4?
You actually predicted this. You were saying 4D4.
I was saying 44. Here you go, 44.
All right, that was a very good
Jesus.
turn for Ophelia. You have one action remaining, I think. No, you did Bart's song, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
done.
okay. We move on to the surviving guys. Blue, who just like, you have made me feel sad. I don't appreciate that. And is just going to try and splash you with all sorts of stuff.
2, 2, 2, 2.
44.
Ignore me.
Oh,
I'm clearly
44.
having some
40,
difficulty.
44 now
44.
to hit you, Ophelia.
Oh my God, what is happening?
Has been
Today's episode is brought to you by the
By the
number
number
4.
Letter
The
4.
letter
The
4.
letter number 4.
I'm
Well, this
assuming
is why
that
we need
hits but
Sesame
doesn't
Street.
crit.
Yeah,
Ophelia?
it hits, but does not crit.
All right, so 26 slashing and 9 fire damage and 1 persistent, so total of 35 plus the 1 persistent. Second claw, 43, so I'm assuming that also hits but doesn't
Got it.
crit. 39 total damage, 1 persistent fire, and third attack will not hit.
Mm-mm.
All right, now we're on to Yellow, who is going to just turn and look at Igra. Don't like frogs. You're wet.
Carol,
Um,
mother trucker. Also, I'm no
no.
longer on fire.
They are going to do Fire Shield as well, and then they're going to attack.
They're going to do Fire Shield
Yes.
with somatic components.
Yes.
Gamma will take their AO.
Okay.
How does a 35 off guard
No.
sound?
35 off guard
can't
will
see it.
just hit.
So that'll be 27 cyanic damage.
All
I
right,
can't
takes it-
actually. That's the funny thing is that I can't actually, from the angle I'm at, I've got a blank spot from my viewpoint. So I was like, what is the actual? Oh, it's 2. I just moved my character.
All right.
I don't know what that
And
is.
does the 46 claw attack hit?
Yes.
Okay, so a neat thing happens then. I get to do Igniting Assault.
No,
Is
you
it
don't.
neat
Oh,
for
sorry,
us?
that's not
or
if they're
neat
under the
for
effects
you?
of Fire Shield. Sorry.
Also, it takes an action to do it. So you.
Oh, that's a good point. Thank you. I've got a lot going on right now.
You're good.
No,
Matt, you're
fair.
fine, Matt.
All right.
27.
We move on to the last ones. The one who does have Fire Shield up. Damn it! I've been forgetting to do this. Well, none of you have like fire resistance anyway.
Nope.
So,
Not
Yeah.
anymore. Wait, you do?
I'm
From
on-
Zubari.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was only temporary though. While we were in that area though.
No, for the year.
At
but-
this,
It was
At this
for
point-
a year.
yeah, this point, don't worry about
Oh.
Has
it.
it been? Has it
3
been?
claw attacks on Gamma.
AC is
46.
40. Hits, does not crit.
Oh,
Misses.
sorry, no. That was the old attack. 39.
Misses.
Second attack. 39.
Also misses.
38. Okay.
Also misses.
All right, Charlotte, you are up.
Sorry, excuse me. I am so sorry.
You're good.
I'm gonna move over here for my first action, and then for my second action, I'm gonna cast lightning bolt.
Ooh.
Kaboom!
On Hume.
Ka-chow.
Ba-doom!
You can get orange too if you angle it up. Yeah, and it doesn't get gamma.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, of that angle. So essentially.
All right, so that's is that the correct DC for reflex?
Yes.
Okay. We'll just go in order as to closest to farthest. Purple.
Purple fails.
Yellow.
Success.
Succeeds, but not
Succeeds.
critically. And orange. Fails.
Fails.
All right, so with Bard Song, that's going to be 32 electricity to purple.
Purple and orange.
Both of them are looking pretty hurt, and yellow is going to take 17? No, 16. Yeah. All right. You have
Yes.
an act. No, you moved, I guess. So that's the
I
end of your
moved.
turn.
That's the end of my turn.
Avi, you're up.
Damage.
Yay!
They're all looking pretty darn hurt at this point.
All right. I think I'm gonna move to the side so that I can properly see everyone.
Are you still 20 feet up in the air?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to know in case we had to do like distances. That's all.
Gotcha. Well, I won't need it for this one on account of it has a range of 500 feet. But I am going to cast Desiccate. Never mind. I don't do that because
Okay.
I need to read the spell all the way through. I don't do.
Well, we'll say the thing.
Reading the spell explains
that
the
we're
spell.
not playing chess. Yes, I agree. That's okay. I can still do Phantasmagoria,
What's
which has a
wrong-
range of 120 feet.
What's wrong with using that spell?
They probably
Creatures whose body contain no significant
Ah.
moisture are immune to Desiccate. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that these creatures don't have a whole lot of moisture.
Are they moist fire elementals?
Really?
I mean,
Hard to say.
I mean,
Anyway, if they could
yeah.
all make me DC 42 will saves or fail me
Or-
some DC 42 will saves, that would be fantastic.
I won't give you the
Every
second
single
thing.
one of
I'll do
them.
the first thing, or
You'll
I'll
crit
try.
fail them.
Oh, you'll do the second thing.
All right,
This could wipe
blue.
them all out.
Fails, but
Fail.
not critically.
Yay.
Green.
Fails.
Boo.
DC is 44, right, McKenna?
42.
Oh, 42. Okay, so success. That's
Orange.
fine. Success.
Boo.
Purple. Fails.
Fails.
Yay.
Yellow.
Boo.
Succeeds. All right, but they're all pretty low, so it still might be enough. 48.
Yeah.
Let's
50.
see. Thank you.
Bard
Yeah,
song.
thank you.
50 for blue. That's enough.
Yay.
Their head just kind of pops like a weird little firework.
'Cause baby, you're a fire.
Green had 7 hit points left, so no matter what,
Yay. Well, he could have critically succeeded.
1, 2,
He
3.
did, but
Orange
he could've.
succeeded, but not enough. They still take. No, actually, no. 50.
25.
25. Ooh, they're just up still.
Hmm.
They've got a very unlucky number of health points left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Purple, I said, was the fourth one, and it failed, so it's going to take
50.
the full 50, which not enough to take this one out. And then finally succeeded for 25 on yellow, still standing. So
Yeah. This would not be a bad one to regain if Ophelia was feeling generous.
I mean, she has her reaction. She didn't use it.
She doesn't use it. I love it.
But how is Avi gonna
the
act?
drama.
I don't know if she would on account of like this is a spell that you've seen Avi use before. And she might just say something like, "This might be a good one to get back." You've seen her do this before.
Mhm.
So it's up to you.
Well, is she gonna ask nicely? Or is she just gonna assume?
She might just assume.
Ooh, that's cute.
Not what they say.
don't need it.
I don't need it. You're not wrong on account of like we can theoretically for this whole unit we can like
I mean, we're probably gonna.
rest
I mean,
between
like,
every
rest,
fight. Yeah.
but yeah, no. She, if Avi goes like, this is a good one. Ophelia's just
You
gonna say,
you hear from like 20 feet in the air and like 10 feet over.
and you're like, ugh.
Ophelia's looking over towards Igora and like acts like she can't hear you.
What?
Brutal. The shade of it all. I love it.
Huh?
Charlotte's just over
Anyway,
there like, oh no.
What is happening here?
They're fighting again.
the girls are fighting. Anyway, who knows? That might be something that comes up at exactly the wrong moment during the golden ending.
Ooh.
You were the chosen one. No. Move on to Purple, who is stunned too. This has not actually been that many rounds of combat.
Ooh,
Is
high ground.
going to slash once at Igora. 37.
That will barely miss.
Nice.
All right.
It goes whoosh.
They are now no longer stunned, I think. But they probably will not live.
Well,
to
they are
see
now
next
stunned
round.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Endurance and Darkness pop up next to their professor. A successor for the professor. And they're going to do another cheeky little electric arc to maybe try and shave off some HP
Get the
here.
ones with fire shield, please.
Is this the
Orange.
cheeky dance?
Actually, there's only one left with fire shield.
Yeah, so please hit orange.
Sure, I'll do orange first and try and get yellow then.
I was thrown back into the Chica
I mean, you could get
dancer
orange.
recently.
You could get orange and purple with the electric arc.
I don't think it really makes a difference. All right, we're gonna start with. I'm just gonna do an order: orange and yellow. Reflex. This is actually a DC of 40. Succeeds, but not critically. Succeeds, but not critically. So they're gonna take 8
18,
damage.
some
apiece.
9.
9 damage, not quite, but now they are very, very hurt. Yellow's not looking that terrible compared to the others, but still very low. Igora, you might be able to finish them off.
2 actions, electric arc, orange, and purple.
Okay, just do the same thing we did again.
Yep, DC is
Uh,
40 again.
Reflex orange fails.
Okay.
Purple critically fails.
So
Purple
that'll
is
be
dead.
44 to that and 23 to orange.
They had 4 HP left.
Right, and then Gama's going to striking belly bump. Attack number 2. So that'll be a 35 against an off guard or yellow.
Their off guard is 35.
Okay, so that'll hit. So that'll be 26 points of Sanic damage. And if they
Still
were a
standing.
construct, 5 more.
Oh, but they're sadly not, and that's exactly what you would have needed.
And that's my turn. Ophelia, you're up.
All right.
Lots of puffs of ash clouds over there.
We're gonna keep Bard Song up. There's a big flog in my way.
You can still shoot through it.
It's a big flog.
It's a big flog.
A big flog.
Oh my god,
Aim
you guys.
underneath the legs.
That will be enough. You shoot, it goes through the legs, takes out the guy at the knee, and he just kind of looks at standing on one leg, and he's like, oh man, and then just collapses into ash. Dead.
Ophelia whispers something under
Duty
her
complete. What an ash hole.
Whispers.
She's a whisper bard now? Wrong system.
Oh, now?
All right.
Ow.
No, she's a whisper elf. That's
That's offensive.
well,
Don't
she's
be
whispery.
rude.
She's a whisper elf. Therefore,
Very, very important ears. They're very good. Perfect
They are
pitch and all
very
that.
Mhm.
Delightful.
Tuning fork. So yeah, you guys have
30 minutes to get everyone back to
a whole
full
bunch
health.
of beetles pop up from behind a tent and just all give you like several thumbs up.
That's
for the help.
They immediately bring you
Well.
more things of cups of nice cool water.
Thank you. Go. Also, I take a look at this thing now. All right.
Yeah, so let me double check the rules on this construction. Because it is going to be a crafting check to create your sand sailor. The beetles on their own could build this in 2 days. But if someone in the party can do a crafting or engineering lore check, on a success, you reduce this to 1 day. On a critical success, it will be 8 hours.
Let's
And
Which
if
will
you-
still give us
And if you critically
nice long
fail, it will
rest.
take 4 days. Because you keep
Well, we
snapping the
have
matchsticks.
We have
I
those lovely
take my
hero
little
points.
goggles.
You indeed have a hero point.
I'm using my hero point.
I've spoken into the world.
My
Damn
God.
it!
We are our own worst enemies.
Really? What is this? What? Excuse me?
If anyone's trained in crafting, they can aid that check, Avi.
Can I aid? I'll aid.
I will
Four.
also aid.
I'm not
Alright.
trained in crafting, so it can be
I'm
4 higher.
trained. It's only a plus 26, but I will.
That's
I
a
mean,
success. So that's a
I
plus
don't-
1.
I mean, I know fabric better, but
That's a crit success. So that's a plus 2.
So plus
3.
3 to
So
the.
40.
It's a 40 overall.
So-
40.
The DC was 39.
Oh,
the girls.
Yay!
Go
I like-
girls!
I like to think that Charlotte just had a lot of ash in her eyes and just like, I can't see my tools.
You need
Can you use
goggles.
that
I'm just saying they're
location?
going, I need assistance.
Cough, cough.
Ophelia
Banner.
goes over and puts her goggles down. on-
Ooh.
Oh, that does help. Thank you.
All right,
Preach.
so
If you wire this wire to this wire, you might be able to do this a little bit faster.
Ah, can you crawl in there? I think
I
you might be
can.
of the size for it.
Yes, you have a me-sized screwdriver.
you guys now
I
have
have
access.
I have a tiny little one.
Glasses screwdriver.
She
Glasses
holds it. It's like this in her hands, and she's like.
Don't break the glass.
Perfect.
So at the end of the day, you guys will have access to a huge, rare vehicle, the Sand Sailor. This is normally, you would have to buy this for 29,000 gold pieces.
Hot damn.
Oh,
To be fair, you guys are making it at a size that would not be worth like a gold piece in the real world.
if anything, that kind of craftsmanship ought to be worth more.
Put it in a bottle. This will be, you will be able, it has one
Don't
pilot,
tempt me.
2 crew, and potential 6 passengers. It will take either a athletics, driving lore, sailing lore, or nature check to pilot it.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you the DC when it becomes relevant. It has an AC of 36. It's got plus 30 to its fort and plus 24 to its reflex. It has no will save because it is not alive. Hardness of 15, 200 HP points.
Still had a reflex save.
It has immunity to critical hits and object immunities, so it cannot be mind controlled in any way. And it is immune to precision
I
damage. And
Would
as
assume
predicted,
so.
it has a weakness of 20 to any fire damage. So any fire damage will add plus
Ooh.
20.
Oh.
I mean, it's made of matches. What did I say
Yeah.
earlier? I said this thing would be is so easy to set on fire. So easy.
Also, if you collide it with someone, now, Will, do you know how collision damage works? Is
Yes.
it 2 when it hits, or does it take this damage?
Both.
Okay, the collision damage is 10d12.
I very cautiously, as I'm sitting there going, I fixed it. I've got the flamethrower in my hands, and I go, I should just put that away.
So what we're seeing is we shouldn't charge the guy directly unless we're invisible. And then we can just hit him with our car.
Yes, though the car will still take the damage. Collision
He is
damage goes
just a
both
guy.
ways.
Hit him with your car.
That's
Um,
fine.
And it should be noted that usually it takes 3 days to reach the throne that Uncle Cinder has made for himself out in the desert, a golden throne that he has made. It's strangely spherical or round.
Jackie.
It'll take 1 day with the Sand Sailor.
Ah, nice.
Now,
Do we want to rest up before we go?
I mean, we'll have to.
I mean, I
Can't we
mean,
take shifts to
arguably,
rest on the?
I did a full day's worth of stuff. I was
yes, but
crafting though.
you were crafting the whole time. You
I'm
didn't have
busy.
you didn't have 8 hours uninterrupted rest.
I mean, Charlotte,
I
you can
think-
rest while Avi drives.
Didn't catch that, McKenna.
We'll take turns, I think, maybe.
We can
What
take
did
turns.
I
At least-
wanna know?
Well, you guys have a week to decide whether you want to take a rest.
We probably
Because
should.
with that, we're about to embark on a cool driving challenge of sorts. So until next
We're
time,
on the
everyone.
highway to hell.
Also, it is advised that you do not fly in the desert.
Why?
The falling meteors from the giant incense stick cause quite a bit of hazard for flying stuff.
Okay.
I mean, you could go 20 feet off the ground. Just don't somehow make the sand thing fly in the air.
On burning.
This feels awfully pointed to me specifically.
It is.
Don't fly,
It
Avi
absolutely
Avi. You
is.
could burn to death.
It's just you.
It's just me.
And
Does anyone else fly here yet?
Only you in danger.
All right.
Gamma flies.
The beetles seem to be capable of small bursts of flight, but they just usually move to like.
Yeah. But
As somebody who's been dive bombed by beetles in the park during stage combat, that is a lie.
Ooh.
They're just different kinds of beetles.
my friends, thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path. Don't forget to check out many other shows. Sprout Stream tomorrow, Wild Ambition Wednesday, Astral Calling Friday, Tabletop Bros Saturday, and Cozy Co-op on Sunday. And we'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.